Oh my gosh, Emma, that whole, just all that abomination that I just witnessed yesterday that some people want to call a movie. The stars that I saw, they probably want to call it a movie, but it wasn't a movie. But I brought it upon myself. I'm just so crazy and I'm curious about every movie that comes out, and I really want to talk about every film that comes out and see every film that comes out. But now I had to go back to the movies. So today I went back to the movie theater to try and forget that I ever witnessed that film that I just saw. And the movie that I'm going to review for you today is a brand new film, but it's a old story. This is the latest adaptation from the mind and the novel of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. Now, I'm familiar with this story. I'm more familiar with the 1998 version. This is more of a modern telling of the story, and it's directed by Alfonso Cuarón, who just did Gravity. This is more modern. They probably took many liberties with this film. But of course, I saw this brand new version, which seems like it's more true to the novel. Now, I've never read the novel. I'd be curious if you've read the novel and you've seen this movie. Let me know what you thought about it. Is it really true to the novel? It feels like it's really true to the novel because, for one, it is presented in the time that the novel was probably created. And you get the great costumes and the great set design that makes you really feel like this time is happening and unfolding in front of your eyes. And as the movie was unfolding, I was like, okay, I'm familiar with the story. I'm familiar with the story of Pip and him, his coming of age. We get to see him in two stages of his life as a young boy, as he helps this criminal, and then all of a sudden when he's a young adult, he gets the chance to be what he really wanted to be a gentleman. And of course he does fall in love with a young girl when he's a kid, and he lives in this weird, mysterious mansion with this crazy woman. This woman in this movie is played by Helen Bonham Carter, and the criminal is played by Ralph Fiennes. The two leads in this film, to my surprise, one of them actually was the star of War Horse. I believe his name is Jeremy or John Irvine. I might be wrong with that, but I checked it out, and he's from War Horse, so that was pretty cool. So this is like his latest film. And the woman that he falls in love with is played by an actress by the name of Holliday Grainger. I've never seen her before. Very unique, redhead. Never seen her before, acted before. So yeah, I mean, as the movie was unfolding, I was getting involved. I was starting to care about the situation and going, okay, I'm reminded by this story, and it's a beautiful looking film. The cinematography is gorgeous. It seems to be directed very, very well by Mike Neville, who gave us, Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, Four Weddings and a Funeral, Donnie Brasco, and Prince of Persia. But he probably wants to forget that movie and go on to making movies that seem like can capture the essence of England, where he's from. I believe that's where he's from. He does a really good job here. I think the characters and the acting, the people really have chemistry. They really come into their roles. The people that really got me the most were probably Ralph Fiennes and Helen Bonham Carter. I think Helen Bonham Carter was just eating up the scenery. She was giving an amazing performance, being crazy. She's just great at being nuts. But I found myself kind of distant from the story and trying to remember, the things that I liked about the 90s version, even though I know it's a modern version. I think I was feeling like I liked that version a little bit better. But then slowly the film was starting to unfold itself near the very end, and there were some major revelations that tied a lot of the cast together that I don't remember being in the 1990s version. And that's, I was interested in the film, then I was slowly being detached from the movie, and then I came back to the movie because of these major revelations. It was extremely interesting. I couldn't believe how interested I was when you find out how he's tied into this criminal that he helps, and this woman that he's in love with, and also the older woman that he had to stay with. There's a lot of complicated things that probably are explained better in a book. But I feel like this movie did a really good job, especially when it was like trying to tell what happened in the past and how things are all connected. I don't really know how true that is to the novel. I've never read the novel, but as a moviegoer, I was like, wow, none of this was explained in the 1998 version at all. So that was a major surprise, and overall, I really liked this movie. I kind of went back and forth, and near the end I was like, well, I'm really intrigued with the story. I like how it all ties in the end, and it's got a nice little bow, and it's over, and I felt good watching this movie. I think this is a solid movie. It's a good movie. It's worth your time, especially if you're a fan of Charles Dickens and if you're a fan of the great story of Great Expectations. So I'm going to give the film 3 solid stars. I'm Movie Man Jet. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter and I'm on Facebook. And please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. And please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Hit that button wherever it's at, wherever I put it. Please subscribe to the channel. Click this button right here. And I'd really appreciate it. Check out all my reviews. Thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day. Peace.